Hello, guys. Happy Monday morning. It's Elyse here. So I have really been like procrastinating doing this video this morning. I've had every voice in my head saying not to do it, but I am doing it. And so um, a little bit nervous to talk about it, honestly, but I want to share it with you guys mostly for accountability and in hopes that some of you might want to join me. So I want to tell you today about something that I have decided to commit the next year of my life to. Like, no biggie, right? Just a year, no biggie. So a little bit of backstory. Many of you know who are friends of mine that in June of this past year, I left my job. And that was it was a big life change. And part of what was challenging with that was that with what I used to do in sales coaching, I felt extremely fulfilled with that. It was like pouring into people every day, feeling like I was inspiring them, feeling like my life had purpose. And when I left my job in June, all of a sudden, and I did a video about this last week, but all of a sudden it was like, crap, like, what is the purpose? What am I doing anymore? Hey guys, hey everybody who's joining, by the way, so glad you guys are here. And I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but maybe you've done something your whole life and that's kind of your identity, not even your whole life, even just a couple of years, but that's your identity. And then all of a sudden you're not doing that anymore. And especially if that thing brought you purpose. Well, that was what I was struggling with. So in June, when I left my job, all of a sudden I wasn't doing what gave me purpose anymore. And I was kind of like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Like, what gives my life meaning at this point? July and August of this year, we're kind of like getting back on my feet. Like I've told a lot of you guys, I'm doing something new. I'm so excited to share that with you very soon. So there will be more news on that soon. Hey, Amy. This past September, now that I've gotten like career rocking and just kind of a lot of emotional healing from some of what happened earlier this year, I was left feeling, I remember like the first 2 weeks of this month, just like, okay, I'm not doing anything to really contribute outside of myself the way that I used to. And I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but it's like you show up, you go to work, you do your thing, you feed the kids, you feed the husband in my case, but you're kind of just like taking care of your own stuff. And I remember beginning of this month, I just started feeling like, okay, I sit in my office like pretty much all day long. I mean, I'm out and about, but most of my work is remote. So I sit in my office. Yes, I'm pouring into people and helping like the clients that I'm serving, but quite frankly, like I benefit from that. I make money off of the clients that I'm working with. And I just started thinking about there has to be something bigger. I shared with you guys in one of my videos last week that the recent death of a friend of mine and a colleague of mine, Greg Heyer, at 39, that kind of shook me to think, okay, if I have like 7 years left, what is my legacy going to be? Or if I had 6 months left, what would my legacy be? What would I want to be known for? And I just thought, if I were to die now, I mean, I think I impacted the people who were my clients, and hopefully I've impacted other people, but I don't know that I've had I know that I haven't. I haven't had the type of impact I want to have on like a global scale. And so I'd actually been praying last week. I went to bed, it was probably like Wednesday night, and I just prayed and I was like, God, show me, what is my purpose supposed to be now? I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, just feeling like there has to be something bigger than me. And I don't know that we have one life purpose. I mean, Brendon Burchard, I think he talks about it in kind of a funny way where he says, it's not like you just walk outside and the piano of purpose falls on you and you're like, oh, here it is, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think that's it. However, I do think that at any given time in our lives, we can be doing something that will really make an impact and leave a ripple effect. And so when I was at the movie theater this past Saturday, I felt like I finally got that answer to my prayer. It didn't come quite as quickly as I had hoped, but I felt like I got that answer, and it was just like getting a download of what I was supposed to do. And it's something that I'm calling the Instant Impact Challenge. And what I'm going to be doing is over the next year, I am going to make a commitment to you guys that every day I'm going to find a way to do something to help somebody else that does not benefit me. Now, it may, but it does not have to. And I think that is really important, is just doing something outside of myself to serve or help somebody else. And I think my hope is that some of you guys might want to join me in this. But the key here, and this is why I think a lot of people don't necessarily try to do something like this, is it feels complicated. It can feel like, what am I going to do? Like, am I going to go serve at a soup kitchen? Or am I going to go on a mission trip? And it feels like it's going to take a lot of time, and like it's complicated. And while those things are incredible, and I think we should, I think there's also little things that we can be doing every single day that will make a really positive ripple effect on the people around us, or even people who we don't know. And so with this challenge, what I'm doing is committing, again, every single day to do something good for somebody else. But here's the key. I'm going to try to keep it something that doesn't take a whole lot of time, like 5 to 10 minutes. And again, I think that sometimes we hold ourselves back because we think it's going to take too much time. And my goal here is that I'll be able to inspire any of you who want to follow along with me and do this too, that it doesn't have to take a long time to make an impact. It doesn't have to take a long time to leave a legacy. And every day, my commitment to you will be that I will do something and I will share about it. Now, I have some fears about that. One is just keeping it up. Like 365 days, that is a long time. That is a lot. That requires consistency. I know life is going to happen. I know I'm going to have days where I don't feel like doing that. And so part of what I'm going to ask you guys for is just accountability in doing that. I also wonder, like, how am I going to think of something to do every day? But I truly think if we are doing what we are called to do, then it's like God jumps in and supports. You guys will be doing amazing things and maybe give me some great ideas as well. And then the third fear is that people are going to think that I'm doing it in like a self-promotional way, just talking about it. Because I think there's kind of the mindset that you do good things, but you don't tell other people about it. And I've struggled with thinking about that a little bit. Like, do I share it? Do I not? But I had this past weekend, one of my clients reached out and she said, hey, I saw you posted something about your friend Greg who passed, and I was really inspired to go and donate to his family. And she doesn't know him, she doesn't know the family. And I just thought, okay, there's a lot of ways that social media can be used for bad, but there's also a lot of ways that it can be used for good. And if we can inspire other people to take positive action by just sharing truly like what's going on and what we're doing in our lives, then that's an awesome thing. And so I'm just being very honest about, like, these are the fears, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I really want to just invite you guys, anybody who's interested, who wants to participate, to follow along with me and share what you're doing, like in 5-10 minutes a day, short and sweet. What are you doing to make somebody's day better, to make a positive impact and a positive ripple effect? I'm going to be using the hashtag instantimpactchallenge. And again, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who is here, who's joining, who has been a supporter. I want to invite you guys to join me in this. And again, this is my dedication to you. So I want to ask that you hold me accountable to showing up and telling you guys about what I'm doing. But I truly I appreciate you. I'm inspired by you. And my goal is that we can all find ways to leave a better legacy and a ripple effect, and know that our lives had meaning and really meant something. And also know that it doesn't have to take a long time every day, that we can do it in a short amount of time. Thomas, thank you for the thumbs up. Jennifer, I'm so glad that you love it. I appreciate that. Guys, I'm going to sign off. I've got to hop into a meeting, but I just wanted to say thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And please expect to see an update from me tomorrow as we get started on this. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.